Welcome to today's Coffee Time webinar on beacons, where we'll be taking a look at the 5 key things you need to know about this exciting new technology. So okay Richard, beacons are pretty new. Let's start by explaining exactly what they are and what they do.
Okay, beacons are small, low-energy wireless devices that can be located anywhere in a store and transmit their ID for a user as they pass nearby.
So they emit tiny packets of unique information which can be received by smart devices like mobile phones that are nearby.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. The tiny specialist transmitters which can send messages over short distances from a few centimetres to around 70 metres.
So okay, what can they be used for?
Well, they mean that a bricks and mortar retailer can send personalised alerts to shoppers who may be nearby to take them into store or to a particular location within the store.
So what sort of alerts?
Could be all sorts of things: discounts, coupons, rewards, directions, or even welcome messages.
So even something like an alert for a shop assistant to approach a particular customer whilst they're browsing?
Yes.
And these are all based, I guess, on information held on file about the customer's preferences and their shopping habits.
Yes, it's all very powerful stuff. It's a great way for a bricks and mortar store to integrate to and compete with online shopping.
And I suppose it all improves the customer experience, which helps then grow loyalty.
Yes, and that should feed nicely to increase sales, of course.
Yes, I read some recent research by Mindtree which shows that customers actually want to take advantage of in-store technology, with 20% actually keen to use the technology to locate products in the store.
Okay, and I think 90% of those kind of people were actually willing to share personal information if they were going to get a better experience, although that number drops quite dramatically down to around about 5% if it's just for social networking with retailers.
So they're a great marketing tool to improve the shopper experience, increase loyalty and grow sales.
Okay, that all sounds great for both the customer and the retailer. What else do you think they're good for?
They're also a great way to gather valuable data for streamlining marketing and operations.
So beacons allow retailers to tag a bricks and mortar store in the same way that they would categorise a website?
Yeah, that's right. For example, if you've got a customer that always buys a particular brand of crisps, but they only ever buy them when they're on special offer, they're in store today, they've gone up to the aisle, spent a few seconds there or minutes, walked away, you can send them an offer to incentivise them to come back and buy those brand of crisps that they always buy, but obviously on a special offer.
Oh, that's pretty powerful stuff, that.
We now know they're a great source of shopper forensics and can ultimately deliver the same degree of accountability as measuring shopper journeys online.
What about the cost?
Well, they're really quite inexpensive.
How's that?
Well, the actual hardware, the beacons themselves, are inexpensive and the energy usage is very low. They use a new format of Bluetooth called BLE, or Bluetooth Low Energy. It's what's built into many modern smartphones and tablets.
And what about the ongoing maintenance?
Again, that's very low too. The batteries have a very long life and there's no moving parts to maintain.
Okay, so another plus must be that they're actually quite inexpensive to buy and to run. Right, so shall we end up by explaining what you actually need if you want to get going with a beacon solution?
Okay, it's nothing too complicated and readily available from companies like us who offer a full beacon solution.
Yeah, that's right. There are basically 3 elements you need. There's the beacon hardware, be it either iBeacons or another beacon kind of format such as Google's. It's consumer and staff apps, so both shopper and store staff can receive appropriate messages. And last but not least, it's a beacon management system, so you can manage both the content and delivery of the beacon messages.
So I guess now someone will be asking, how much does that all add to the cost?
Not a lot really. The apps are actually simple and quite easy to develop, modify and actually deploy, and a good beacon management system will allow you to control it all very easily from the centre.
So they really are a powerful, cost-effective marketing medium, which I guess is why they're really beginning to take off.
Yes, so I think they're pretty easy to get going with.
Well, that ends our quick start introduction to beacons, so let's quickly recap what we've covered today. Firstly, we've clarified what beacons are and how they work.
Secondly, their actual value as a marketing tool.
Next, their value as a source of big data analytics for business.
That they're actually very cost effective, inexpensive to buy and to run.
And finally, what you need to get going with them.
Okay, and with that, I guess the coffee cups will now actually be empty and people need to get back to work. So thanks to all of you out there for tuning in. Hope you actually found this session interesting. So look out for our next Coffee Time webinar, and if you have any questions, just get back to us using the contact details which will appear on your screen any minute now.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.